Hey church, just out walking, beautiful morning here, and I'm praying for you, praying for the church, praying for the nations of the world. So much going on around us right now. It really does feel like on one level there's an increase of wickedness, of darkness, spiritual warfare, but there's also a great increase of the Spirit of God moving, of his light shining forth and bursting forth into people's lives, people responding to the gospel, people want to discover more about who Jesus is and what he's doing in their lives. And I just want to encourage you, there is much to celebrate, but there's much to pray for in this season. You know, God's blessing us at LGCC, and we're so thankful for that. We last week kickstarted Alpha and seeing an amazing group of people who are journeying with us over 8 weeks, discovering Christ afresh or for the first time in their lives. We had a Newcomers Lunch on Sunday. We had over 50 people at that Newcomers Lunch, and just thank God for him adding to the church. And if you're with us and you've just connected with us, God bless you. We thank God for you. We're praying God's best and his purpose over your life, and that you would know him deeper in this season as you are connecting with us. You know, on Sunday as well, we had nearly 670 people in attendance over our two services. That's just amazing and phenomenal. And we just thank God. He's the one that brings the growth, and he's the one that adds to his church. And he's doing that right now. But actually, church, I want to ask if you would be willing to partner with us. Our 10:45 service is rather full, and we want to make room there for others who want to connect with us. And perhaps you could partner with us and make a commitment to come and join us at the 9 a.m. service. I know it's an earlier start, but would you come and make a commitment and partner with us? There is room in that service. There's room in our kids' work, in our youth work. There's room in the auditorium and the space for you. And we want to ask, would you come and add your energy, your vibrancy, your person to that 9 a.m. service? Would you make a commitment to help us grow that 9 a.m. service? We'd love you to pray about that, consider that. Is that something that you can commit to? We also want to let you know that from the first Sunday in October, we're going to be just shifting the time of our second service ever so slightly to 11 a.m. Just a 15-minute shift. And that's just to allow us a little bit more space between the services as we grow. And we're just finding that things are becoming a little bit tighter and harder and in terms of people. And so we want to just give ourselves a little bit more room. It also just allows room in our services for God to do what he wants to do as we respond to him, and without feeling rushed around those things. And so from the first Sunday in October, we're just going to be making that little change. There's also much to pray for. There's much to celebrate. There's much to pray for. And I want to encourage you in this season to be praying. Be praying for our nation. Be praying for leaders in the spiritual world and churches, but also leaders in our government, people in places of influence. There are some big things going on in the world right now, and we need leaders with gracious discernment, godly wisdom to be making decisions. But let's be praying for the nations of the world as we travel and journey together. But church, in all of this, I want to encourage you, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. You know, with everything going on and so much going on, the best response that we can give as Christ followers is to fix our eyes on him. He is the author and perfecter. He is the one that makes all things good. And our broken world needs Jesus more than ever before. And let's just pray, with everything going on around us, that people will find Jesus. Jesus is and always will be the solution to this broken world that needs saving and needs restoring and transformation that only God and only his kingdom can bring. And so church, let's celebrate what God's doing. Let's celebrate his light bursting forth into people's lives. Let's celebrate all those things. But let's pray. Let's pray and push back the enemy. Let's pray and believe that God will overcome all those things by faith together. God bless you. We're praying for you. We're cheering you on. We love you. And we thank God that you are part of our community here at LGCC.